Hey there.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphic. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Grasshoppers,
turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
It's my happy place.
It's where we learn to be leaders.
It's where we get recognized.
It's why we're raising our family here.
And ours too.
It's our playground. It's our playground too.
It's where I can do this.
And I can do this.
And I can do this.
It's where I found my career path.
And mine as well.
Hey, and me too. It is home. Thanks, Matt. You're welcome.
This is where we belong.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tiger Sports Network for tonight's broadcast, radio-only, audio-only broadcast of our 3A Substate 7, District 7, if you will, championship matchup between the 27-11 10th-ranked Grinnell Tigers hosting the 26-9 9th-ranked Pella Dutch. Blake Walker, Chris Juni, excited to be with you here tonight from Grinnell High School. Chris, it's been 51 years since Grinnell went to the state tournament in baseball. It's been 5 years in total since our Grinnell athletic team went to a state tournament. Grinnell is excited. It's a coin flip match tonight, but boy, it's going to be a good one.
Always is when these two schools get together. Longtime rivals in the Little Hawkeye Conference. I remember going back in football when Coaches Dunn and Norris Hale were roaming the sidelines for their respective schools, and it seems like every game between Grinnell and Pella, you can throw everything out the window, or who's beat who, more recent this and that. Anything's on the table. Tigers, you said, playing for that first state berth. 2 years ago, Pella comes here in the district Substate Final. Grinnell was, I don't know, favored, but Grinnell was coming off a big win streak, the conference championship, most wins by a team in school history. Pella comes in and beats them 2-0. So anything can happen. It's going to be a fantastic game. Absolutely pitch-perfect weather, not a cloud in the sky, low humidity, wind blowing from left field over to right field tonight, what wind there is, and just looking forward to an exciting ball game, as it always is when these two schools get together.
How both these two teams got here. Pella, a 26-9 record this season for the Dutch. It's a team of all juniors. No seniors on this Pella roster. Grinnell's just got two seniors, so just two seniors on the field tonight. Pella defeated Newton in the first round of this postseason 3-1, then took on Winterset. That game was started in Pella, then was moved that night to Oskaloosa High School, where they had turf so they could finish it because of the rain. They held off the Huskies 10-7 to get here. Grinnell beat Perry here on this home field just a couple days ago on July 12th. They were supposed to play here Monday night at 8 o'clock, pushed back because of rain. We got here at 6 o'clock to set up, or I did. The field was not in shape, so they moved it to Newton to play on the turf, and they walked off Carlisle on a 4-3 walk-off thanks to a wild pitch. Grinnell was able to come in and hold off the Wildcats 4-3. Now, Grinnell used a lot of their pitchers up on Wednesday or Monday night. Cole Blackford is on the mound tonight, and they're going to need the best outing we've got from him tonight if Grinnell's to make it to the state tournament.
Anytime you get to this level, pitching, defense, all the cliches that you talk about, mistakes, and my experience has been, Blake, no matter what the sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, whatever, volleyball, games that are this close, this evenly matched between two good teams come down to something funny happen, either a bounce or the way the ball's hit or some type of mistake or error. I'm not saying by who, but just they normally come down to that because an error is probably going to happen at some point, so which team can stay mentally tough and focused and has the ability to fight that off, overcome that, is probably going to move on to the state tournament in Cedar Rapids next week.
All right, well, we will listen in to our national anthem here as we get ready for our opening pitch. Alrighty, we are just about set to get going here. This first inning and all innings are brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm. Thank you to Brent Nickel for sponsoring all innings this year for baseball and softball. Strikeouts tonight brought to you by Michelle's Dance Academy, and all fouls balls brought to you by Cirques Financial Services. Chris, we're set to get going. It is Cole Blackford on the mound tonight for Grinnell, making his 10th start of the season, 11th appearance, a 5-4 record, 52 innings pitched, giving up 42 hits, 49 strikeouts, up to 2.96 ERA. He's either on or he's either off, and we just have to wait and see what we got here with Cole tonight.
And counting for the Dutch is Tegan Hoekstra, the sophomore, 1.96 ERA, 57 innings pitched, 67 strikeouts. Undoubtedly their ace. They have a couple of players that hit over 500, including a name we'll be saying quite a bit tonight, Mr. Isaiah Kettler. He leads the team with 50 hits, batting .515. He has 38 runs, 34 RBIs, 3 home runs, just a pretty solid all-around player. For the Tigers, they are led in hits by Derek Doty, 45 hits, batting .385. RBIs, we said Isaiah Kettler. Brady Kaufman is actually the RBI leader for the Tigers. He has 43 RBI or 28 RBIs on the season. So you go through these other stats, as we said, just almost mirror image. Home runs, Pella 8, Grinnell 7. RBIs, Pella 161, Grinnell 194. Some other stats, runs, 206 for Pella, 241 for Grinnell.
Runs scored, 6, both like 6 and 6.2, and then runs allowed, 4. Exactly. I mean, it is a coin flip all across the board. Grinnell is in all whites tonight with their orange caps. Pella will be in green tops, gray bottoms, and I assume probably green or gray caps. And up to bat first for the Pella Dutch is Samuel Carlson, the .373 hitter. He will step into the box as one of these teams is going to the postseason tournament in Cedar Rapids next week. Grinnell trying to break quite a few streaks tonight. First pitch by Cole Blackford is low in the dirt for ball 1.
Just trying to settle in here and get a feel for the umpire and try to gauge what type of zone you're going to have.
1-0 pitch, and Carlson swings and foul tips it back. Like you said, Chris, beautiful night for baseball. It's not hot. I think it is the perfect temperature. It is just a really good night for baseball. A little bit of wind, but it's blowing a little bit infield, more toward right field. 1-1 pitch by Blackford. That is on the hop, caught by the third baseman. Throw across all the way to the diamond to first in time for out number 1 on a short chopper by Samuel Carlson. Nice pickup by the third baseman by Grinnell.
Having coached a lot, not having coached in the Substate Final, but always that first play of the game until, like all the football play, everybody says, once the game starts, it's a game, but get that first ground ball, nice fielding by the Tiger third baseman, Quentin Niffen, and cross to Coffin in time to get the 5-3 put out.
Anderson Sherm in the box here. First pitch to him. He's a .300 hitter. That one is fouled back into the net for strike 1.
It's a Cirques Financial Services foul ball, and again, Cole looking good early on. You're trying to, again, both coaches, both pitchers trying to get a gauge on what the umpire zone is going to be like.
A 1 pitch by Blackford. That one's lined right back up the middle. It flew right past Cole Blackford's back, and Sherm is on to first base with a hit right back up the middle, and Pella has one on base on the second batter of the night.
Just took that pitch right where he threw it. It was right down the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. And obviously you can't blame Cole. A little defensive mode there. Just you got to get out of the way of those. Those can really do some damage. So settle in now, and now you face their best hitter, Isaiah Kettler, again batting over 500 on the season.
3 home runs this season for Kettler. That is tied for most on the team for the Dutch. He'll step into the box with a runner on first and 1 out here for Pella as Blackford. First pitch by Blackford. It's a curve, drops, not going to go. Just misses for
Missed
ball
tie
1.
for ball 1. Not too big a lead. I'd say an average lead for Shrim over at first base, being held on by Kaufman.
They try to throw back onto first, and Brady got it, but not in time. So 1 ball and no strikes here.
Two
one
breaking
drops
balls in
yep.
a row.
2 balls and no strikes here for Kettler. Cole trying to get a sense of the zone. Pella trying to get a sense of the zone. They try to get the runner back on first. He jumps back on. Did you say, Dave, somebody else new
Owen
on?
Kettler. Owen Kettler's courtesy running at first.
Kettler. Owen Kettler is out there. Blackford misses high, and it's 3 balls and no strikes quickly for Cole Blackford here at the top of the first inning. Trying not to get behind here with Isaiah Kettler in the box. Not a bad walk if you take it. 3-0 pitch. Upstairs, four pitches, 4 balls.
I'm sure he was instructed, do not give this guy anything out over the plate or down where he can get down in that zone and put the bat on it. So, as you said, even though it's early and puts 2 runners on, not a bad play just to get him go on base without swinging that bat.
Nathan Carey will step into the box now here for Pella, the junior. 29 hits this year, a .287 hitter. He struck out 21 times this year, 8 doubles, 21 singles, and he's got a runner in scoring position and a runner on first. The Dutch trying to strike quick here in this one. First pitch just catches the outside corner up against Carey for strike 1.
Good breaking ball. He threw a couple of breaking balls to the last batter. Didn't get the call. This time he starts it low and tails it away from that right-handed hitter. Just catches the outside corner.
Carey settles back in. Blackford, 0-1 pitch on the way. Low in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. And it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Pella actually came into tonight the higher-ranked team. Pella is 9th. Grinnell is 10th. It was kind of different when the rankings came out that Grinnell got the 1 seed, but it's just kind of how things shaked out, and baseball is baseball. You'll take it wherever it goes, but the Dutch come here to Grinnell High School, and I know Grinnell happy to be able to get through unscathed. They're one of the few brackets to get through unscathed. Everybody, a lot of the other brackets, the 1 and 2 seeds are not meeting in the district final. 1-1 pitch by Blackford. Curveball drops in for strike 2.
Beautiful pitch by Cole that time. Not only was it off speed, but he placed it again. Started it over the middle of the plate, tailed away from that right-handed hitter. Caught the corner for strike 2.
1 ball and 2 strikes here for Blackford. Runner on first and second with 2 outs. Trying to get Nathan Carey here. Carey chops it short, and it's foul down the left field line just in front of the Grinnell dugout. And the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Another Cirques Financial Services foul ball. And, of course, as you know, Blake, as a hitter at this point, Curry knows that he's just got to try to get the bat on it, foul it off, chop it off till he gets the pitch he wants. So good battle here early on between Blackford and Curry. Or Kettler. Or Curry, excuse me.
It's sacrifice range here for Pella. 1-2 pitch by Blackford. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Michelle Dance Academy strikeout as Carey goes down on the curve. And that's out number 2.
Beautiful pitch again, that big breaking ball. Same pitch he's thrown. He started this one, the prior 2 to Kettler, he started towards the batter. It tailed over the middle, but it was high, didn't get the call. These last few, he started them down the middle of the plate. It tailed away from that right-handed hitter, caught that corner, and that time was swing and a miss for that all-important second out.
Luke Kalman now steps into the box with 2 outs and a runner on first and second here for the Dutch in the top of the first inning. And Blackford drills Kalman right in the shoulder blade, and just like that, the bases will go loaded. And Tegan Hoekstra, who is your pitcher tonight here for the Dutch, will step up to bat. He is a lengthy man. I can see why he's a pretty good pitcher. He's just a sophomore, but man, he's got some height on him. And Tegan will step into the box. Just a sophomore, 29 hits this year. He's a .299 hitter. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. A base hit could do damage. And Blackford misses upstairs for ball 1.
And again, you're just trying to, normally you bring your infield in with runners in scoring position like this, but with 2 outs, they're back at normal depth.
1 ball, no strikes, pitch on the way, and Blackford misses high. Just can't seem to catch the zone. But that was way closer, so 2 balls and no strikes here. You don't want to just walk in the free run here. Blackford being told from the dugout just to settle down. 2-0 pitch on the way by Blackford. That one's lined right in the gap, and that's going to get down for a hit. 1 run is in for Pella. Penich will throw in from center, and that's 2 in, and the Pella Dutch have taken the 2-0 lead here in the top of the first inning off a single by Tegan Hoekstra.
Again, he got that pitch right. We wanted that breaking ball, but this time he started down the middle. It didn't break out of sight as much, and good job of hitting by Hoekstra, and they just drove it right towards center field. You know you're going to score. You never win a ball game 0-0, so Tiger just got to limit the damage with that second out and get this next batter.
Lucas Jablonski steps into the box now for the Dutch with a runner on first and second now. Jablonski, a 183 hitter for Pella. Blackford checks back to the runner on second and throws a strike right down the middle for strike 1. Now it's just how will Cole respond after giving up 2 runs here in the top of the first. Never want to trail early in a playoff game like this, but Grinnell's going to have some work to do. 0-1 pitch, he'll throw back to second, and the runner is safe on the tag attempt.
Two outs, just settle in and keep the ball down in the zone. Hopefully you get a ground ball or a strikeout.
0-1 pitch is in there. Strike 2 by Blackford. Trying to slam the door here and keep the damage to just 2 runs. Jablonski will step back into the box here. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Grinnell trying to get out of the inning. Blackford looks back to second. 0-2 pitch delivers, and that one is sent to right field. That should be foul. And it is, right along the foul line, and that will be a Cirques Financial foul ball for Jablonski. And the count stays at 0 balls and 2 strikes.
Pitching is the most mentally tough position, I think, in all of sport because so many factors and variables. You have yourself you're battling against. You think you're battling against the umpires, and then hitters hitting the ball, and all the variables that go into it. Things don't happen right like right here. You know, he walked a guy, hit a guy. They got 2 runs. All right, what do? You have to stay tough and strong and mentally focused and get the job done, a task at hand, and Cole is up to that task.
Yeah, Blackford's already got a couple pitches here. He's down 0-2 in the count, 0 balls and 2 strikes. Blackford throws back to second, and boy, that was almost going to go back to the center fielder out there. Grinnell catches a break. Nice play by the second baseman there. That's Harms.
Carson Penich out there in center, good job backing up. He was sprinting in to pay the backup on that.
0-2 right in there, and a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for Cole Blackford, but I know he's probably not too happy about it as a two runs go up on the board. Pella leaves 2 on base, but 2 score. The Dutch lead 2-0. We'll see in the bottom of the first.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, 3rd generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Back here at Fowler Field for the bottom of the first inning. Our innings brought to us by Brett Nichols State Farm Insurance. I'm Chris June alongside Blake Walker. Tegan Hoekstra, the sophomore for the Dutch, takes the mound. 1.96 ERA, 57 innings pitched, 67 strikeouts. Big old tall left-hander out there on the mound. His counterpart, of course, as you said, is Cole Blackford. His catching battery mate is Anderson Sherm. Brady Coffin leads things off for the Tigers here in this bottom of the first inning. Tigers down 2-0.
A 395 hitter Brady is, and now Grinnell just has to play from behind as they trail 2-0 here against the Pella Dutch. Not the start Grinnell wanted, but Hoekstra, first pitch to Kaufman.
Blowing away there for ball one.
1 ball and no strikes here. On the way and a swing and a miss for Brady Kaufman. That's 1 ball and 1 strike. No outs, nobody on here starting the bottom of the first. 1-1 pitch to Brady. That one's going to be chopped short. And the shortstop can't grab it. Third baseman can't grab it. He runs into the umpire. It goes all the way out to the left field, but Brady will just stay on to first.
Brady hit that nice piece of hitting by Brady. Excuse me, Blake. Nice piece of hitting. That pitch fooled him. He hit it off the handle, but had so much spin on it. It hit the grass, then the dirt, then spun away from the third baseman. So I'm sure that'll be ruled a hit. But good way to start this inning for the Tigers, getting that leadoff runner on.
So Grinnell with a runner on first with nobody out. Cole Blackford up to bat now. Hoekstra goes way outside on his first pitch, outside for ball 1.
Lots of things in play here for Coach Stenberg. Cole did square to bunt and pull the bat back just to give Pella something to think about.
1-0 pitch to Blackford. Blackford lays the bunt, and he shows his hand there. Bunts it down for a Search Financial foul ball, and the count is 1-1. So Kaufman up on first, getting a little bit of words from Stenberg over on the third base line as Blackford.
Decent lead for Kaufman at first.
1-1 pitch. Blackford, did he go? No, he didn't. There is no challenge. 2 balls and 1 strike. He kind of went around just a little bit. Not enough for a call, though, and the count is 2-1.
Kaufman is a threat to go at first. Coach Stenberg flashing a whole bunch of signals. Of course, we don't know what they are.
2-1 pitch. Blackford lays the bunt down, and he misses. And that's going to be a Search Financial foul ball, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here.
Now, we have seen coaches bunt with 2 strikes, but the thing is, if you foul it off on the second and you bunt it and goes foul, you're out.
Yep.
It's a strikeout versus just a regular foul ball.
I doubt we'll see Cole try again. He's in his normal batting stance now. 2 ball, 2 strike by Hoekstra, and Blackford fouls it down the right field line.
Another Search Financial Services foul ball, and again, like all hitters, when you get down in the count or get to 2 strikes, you just try to get the bat on it, foul it off till you get the one you like.
Kaufman on first, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 0 outs here to start the bottom of the first. Hoekstra's pitch is fouled back again. Another Search Financial foul ball by Blackford. Nothing wrong with this, though, as, you know, you can get some pitch counts up, if anything. Get Hoekstra. Obviously, Blackford pitched quite a bit there in that top of the first, so maybe get Hoekstra to do the same. 2-2 pitch, and that one is low. Great eye by Cole Blackford. It was almost framed by the catcher, Sherm. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Some of the Pella umpires in the stands didn't like that call. Pretty close. Again, good discipline to not swing at that.
3-2 pitch. Blackford gives it a ride, and it's up shallow right here in the infield, and Hoekstra will make the grab for out number 1.
Again, that pitch tailed into that right-handed hitting Blackford. Hit it right off the handle just above his hands. Jammed him. Nice pitch to get that pop out.
So down for out number 1, and Carson Penich will step up into the box here for Grinnell. Had a great double the other night up against the left field fence against Newton, and was moved up here to the 3rd spot in the batting order as Hoekstra will throw back onto first base to no avail. Hoekstra just looks like a pitcher. We were talking with Andrew of the Pella radio station. He said if he gets in the weight room, he's going to be quite the pitcher as he's only a sophomore. Brady takes off to second. It's going to be a close play, and Brady just barely got there. It was a low throw, so the second baseman had to slide himself to make the grab and just barely missed as Brady safely steals second.
I think you hit the key in that, Blake. That throw been on time. He might have been out, but the throw bounced, and the baseman had to field it first, then apply the tag, and Brady slid in ahead of it. Now Tigers with a runner in scoring position.
It wasn't the best launch by any means. Brady trying to get another 3-step takeoff as that one is outside for ball number 1 for Hoekstra. Tony Stenberg going to stay aggressive here when it comes to base running. You know, he's going to try to get anything he can to get his runners in scoring position. With Brady right here, and he continues to inch forward. Now he inches back. Pitch on the way by Hoekstra. That one's down the middle for strike 2.
And that aggressiveness does a lot of things too, Blake. It helps keep your team fired up. It lets your team know, hey, we're here to play. We're not just going to sit back and wait. And on the softball side, Coach Mike Doty does that with the Tigers as well. Very aggressive on the base pass and with the calls. So both coaches like to be aggressive.
1 out, 1 on. 1-2 pitch by Hoekstra, and it's fouled back behind us by Carson Penich, and the count will stay at 1-2 strikes here for the Tigers. Derek Doty is on deck for Grinnell.
Another Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Again, good battle. 6th pitch of this at-bat for Carson Penich against Hoekstra.
Still one out. Brady Kaufman up on second. Hoekstra looks back to second. Pitch on the way, 1-2, and that was way upstairs, but Carson swung at it and fouled it back into the net, and it's 1-2 once again. So Hoekstra's pitch count, going to go up just a little bit here. Pella statistically has a better bullpen left than Grinnell, but we'll see how everything shakes out. 1-2 pitch. Carson Penich puts it in the gap. Left fielder's going to get it, and Stenberg will put the brakes on Brady Kaufman, but runners are at the corners here with just one out. Nice piece of hitting, and the way the shift worked, Chris, nobody was there on that left side.
Yeah, the infield, or the outfield was in. Otherwise, he didn't have to run very far. Otherwise, Stenberg may have sent Kaufman. Has pretty good speed at third, but now, as you said, runners at the corners with one out. Anderson Sherm, the catcher, is flashing signs to his infield and what to do. Most of the time, they'll concede the stolen base or put a play on. Let's see what Coach Stenberg here is. Derek Doty steps in.
Runners at the corners. First pitch, low and almost framed for a strike, but not enough for ball one. The Monday night game saw a lot of framing. That was successful. Tonight, not the same. Umpire kind of on top of it here. 1 ball and no strikes on the way. That one's low in the dirt for ball number 2. That's another thing with the runner on third, Chris. It's what won Grinnell the game the other night. If that ball goes to the backstop with the runner on third, that's an easy score.
It's a long way from home plate to the Tiger backstop. Some parks are different, but it's a pretty long way, and you're right. That ball gets away. It's probably going to be a run.
2-0 pitch is way inside, and it's 3-0 here for Derek Doty.
Curious to see if Coach Stenberg gives Derek the go-ahead, the green light to swing 3-0. Derek, statistically, the Tigers' best hitter and has the most hits. We'll see what shakes.
3-0 pitch by Hoekstra, and that's right down Main Street for strike one.
And that answers that question. Doty taking that whole way.
Still can wait here. We'll see what he decides to do. 3-1 is the count with one out and runners at the corner for Grinnell. Penich on first, Kaufman on third. Tegan Hoekstra, 3-1 pitch on the way. That one is grounded. Can it get to the gap? The shortstop bobbles it. Everybody's safe. Kaufman gets home for the run as another bobble by the Pella shortstop gives them the second error of the night for the Dutch in one inning, and it is 2-1 Grinnell. Or excuse me, 2-1 Pella.
Now Quentin Niffen steps in, and again, sometimes all you need to do is just see that first run across, just like in basketball. They see that first shot go in, it raises up the pressure, throw back.
They go back to second base, and Carson Penich dives just in time. This is Quentin Niffen in the box now for Grinnell. 2-1. Pella leads over the Tigers in an eventful first inning for both teams. First pitch to Niffen, and he fouls it back. Or second pitch to Niffen. Or yeah, it was his first pitch, and he fouls it back for a Cirques Financial foul ball.
Niffen does have home run power, has 2 home runs on the season, I do believe. So
let's check that.
Not saying we want to hit a home run there. We'll just take any hit.
Yeah,
but
he's got 2
he
home
does
runs
have that
on
power.
the year. 0-1 pitch by Hoekstra. That one is going to go to the first baseman. He catches it, almost rode him back into the sun. He had to back up just a little bit for it. Thought it might drop, but that is out for out number 2.
Again, what a nice pitch by Hoekstra. That pitch tails in. It's a fastball, kind of tails a little bit in towards the right-handed hitters, or he can make it tail away. Niffen hit that one right off the handle, just above the hands, and good play by the first baseman to get that second out.
The freshman Brooks Vosberg, 24 RBIs, a .221 hitter, moved back in the starting lineup. He's hit third all year. First pitch to him is upstairs for ball 1. He's hit third all season long. Tonight he bats in the, sixth position?
Sixth spot,
so
yep.
A little bit of a change here for Brooks as Carson Penich jumps into that second spot. Yeah, 4 freshmen in the batting order. 1-0 pitch, and boy, he had good one on it, but fouls it right back for a Cirques Financial foul ball into the net. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You talk about a shift on the first baseman is behind first base. The second baseman is about 10 feet to the left of second base. There's a big gap between first and second there. Now the second baseman trots over, and they're playing at normal depth and positions.
Runners on first and second for Grinnell. 1-1 pitch by Hoekstra, and up to go get it. A foul tip back into the glove of the catcher makes it strike 2. Vosberg trying to settle in. Even if this is all Grinnell gets, still able to at least chip into that lead a little bit here. I don't know, based off the first inning, I think we're in for a doozy of a ball game. 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Hoekstra. Pitch on the way. This one is given a ride to shallow left field. Left fielder gets underneath of it and will make the grab for out number 3. 2 left on, but 1 scores. Grinnell trails Pella 2-1. We'll see you in the top of the second. You're listening to the Tiger Sports Network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Back here at Fowler Field for the top of the second inning. Our inning is brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm. Class 3A Substate 7 Final, Grinnell versus Pella. Enough said, 2 longtime rivals teeing it up once again for the right to go to the state tournament in Cedar Rapids next week. Pella sends 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Leading off for them is Nathan Vanderloon, the second baseman for the Dutch, facing Cole Blackford.
What a topsy-turvy first inning it was as Cole Blackford back on the mound. First pitch to Vanderloon is high and upstairs for ball 1.
Cole trying to find the major of that breaking ball. Sometimes been a little bit off for him tonight.
1-0 pitch, and Vanderloon reaches out for it and fouls it back for a Search Financial foul ball. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike here. Our scoreboard here, it's full already. Grinnell has not committed an error, knock on wood yet, but Pella already 2 errors, 2 left on base for both teams. 1-1 pitch by Blackford, and again, another good breaking ball. Chris, I think you talked about it earlier. His breaking ball is probably his best pitch.
Yeah, he goes to it a lot. He will throw in the fastball, which he can have a little movement on, but he really makes his bread and butter with that breaking ball.
1-2 pitch, and a good stop by the catcher as that one is on the dirt for 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Eddie Harsheim doing a nice job. You have all that gear on. You just do whatever you have to do, get whatever body part you can out there to knock that ball down. Did a good job, kept it in front of him to limit the damage.
Settling back in, 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Blackford. That one is chopped foul down the left field line, right toward the Pella third base coach. They'll throw it back into play. What a great crowd tonight on hand. We expect it. I was having a chat with a friend earlier today. I'd say district championships are almost more environment, like the vibe is just so much stronger than a state tournament game. 2-2, this one is skied right in the infield, and Blackford gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 1.
That's not, I'm sorry,
no,
that's
ahead.
not an easy play.
No.
You know, the ball's up there, you get up that high, you don't know what the wind's doing. It's blowing, again, left to right across, and had to make some adjustments, but he stuck with it, got the other hand up there, and made the secure catch for that first out.
Landon Bethards is up to bat now. First pitch to Bethards is upstairs for ball 1. But, yeah, I was saying, I think the best environments I've ever been a part of for high school athletics were district championship games. Like, honestly, better than state tournament stuff. 1-0 pitch, inside, misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Just feels like there's just something about a state tournament appearance on the line.
Well, it's in a familiar field. Both schools have, Pella's been here. They understand that pitch is in there for a strike, another breaking ball. And you're right, just the environment, just the pressure of, this is it. It's win or go home, and the winner gets to go to state.
2-1 pitch by Blackford, catches the corner, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We don't have a pitch clock here in high school, as I'm sure a lot of you know, but Cole Blackford pitches like we have a pitch clock. I have never seen, it's just quick go and release. 2-2 pitch by Blackford with 1 out, and that one's fouled back into the net for a Search Financial foul ball.
Early on indications from this home plate umpire are that he's not given much on the inside, but he is given the outside corner. So, again, pitchers and coaches will adjust to that.
2-2 by Blackford, and boy, it worked. It was a good breaking ball, but it catches the catcher, and it's a foul ball as it was tipped off the back of Bethards.
Umpire asks Harsheim if he's okay. Harsheim says, yep, I'm just fine, sir, thank you.
Try again. 2-2 pitch by Blackford. Low, misses, and the count runs full at 3-2. Nobody's getting the low ball here tonight, I can tell you that. Full count pitch by Blackford. In there for strike 3. Beathard's took off to first base. He thought he was walking, but it just caught the inside corner, and it's a Michelle Dance Academy strikeout for Grinnell.
Out number 2 brings up the top of the order Samuel Carlson, the DH. He grounded out his first time up.
He looks like a guy that's got some power, I can just tell you that. First pitch to him. Grounds this one. It's a tough chopper. Caught by the shortstop. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. 7 pitches gone by. Nicely done by our pitcher, Cole Blackford. We'll see you in the bottom of the second. Pella leads Grinnell 2-1.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics. Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Back here at Fowler Field, bottom of the second inning we go. Pella leads Grinnell 2-1. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Tigers. Josh Ringler, the DH, Easton Edel, the left fielder, and Eddie Harsheim, the catcher for Grinnell, due up to face the Dutch ace, Tegan Hoekstra.
Josh Ringler, a freshman, starting in just his 7th game this year, but he's a 300 hitter for Grinnell. The Tigers trail 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch by Tegan Hoekstra on the mound tonight is outside for ball 1. I tell you what, both dugouts definitely alive tonight, bringing the energy. 1-0 pitch, and that one just catches the top of the zone for 1 strike, and the count's even.
Yeah, there's something special, as you said, about not only district final, but any postseason baseball or softball postseason, as that's in there for strike 2. Just the pressure of it all, the amped up excitedness to keep going on, knowing that it's win or go home. You don't live to play another day, so
Ringler
always a lot of fun.
2 go by, 1-2 pitch. That's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. I don't think either pitcher or batters have figured out the zone quite yet, but they'll get it figured out once you get through one time through the batting order. 2-2. Ringler going to really chop this one short, and it's high in the air and caught by Hoekstra. Out for out number 1.
Again, nice pitch by Hoekstra. That fastball tailed into the right-handed hitter. Again, it's probably by the 4th or 5th time we've seen a Tiger batter hit one off just above the hands, kind of jammed him up. Results in an easy pop-up and an out for the Dutch.
Easton Edelin, a 223 hitter into the box here for Grinnell at the 8 spot. 1 out and nobody on. And Hoekstra misses outside. He knew it right when he let it go. 4-1. I want to thank everyone for listening tonight on the Tiger Sports Network radio and watching on YouTube. 1-0, Edelin got good contact but fouls it back. If you're watching on YouTube, love it if you left a like or anything, just showing that you appreciate what you're watching. And if you're a Pella fan, we appreciate you watching as well. Obviously not video, but got a graphic here on the screen to kind of help you out. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 quick strikes here. And it's 1-2 here for Easton Edelin.
Nice pitch by Hoekstra that time. Took a little something off that one.
Edelin swings and misses for strike 3. And that's a strikeout for Tegan Hoekstra. And the count goes back to 0-0 as Eddie Harsheim will step into the box here. Nope. Eddie did not hit on Monday night against Carlisle. He's a 205 hitter, making his 38th start. The other night, Monday night, was the first time he had not started all year. First pitch to Harsheim, catches the top corner, and Hoekstra's starting to get in a groove here for strike one, with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch. That's in there, strike two. Grinnell's looking at pitches. And that's exactly what Stenberg, he makes a swing motion. He's like, just swing the bat. Grinnell caught looking here. 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike three. And Tegan Hoekstra does a great job here in this half inning. We're headed to the top of the third. Pella leads 2-1 over Grinnell.
Build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home.
Top of the third inning we go here at Fowler Field. Grinnell and Pella, Class 3 Substate Final. Winner onto the state tournament next week in Cedar Rapids. Our innings brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. For the Dutch, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Andrew Sherm, Isaiah Kettler, Nathan Carey. Get things going for Coach Jesse Yablonsky. And again, two old rivals. I think it's awesome as a longtime Grinnell resident. Two old rivals meeting up once again.
They just can't stay away from each
No,
other.
they just can't, you know. As your radio friend from the other Pella station said, you know, you thought you got rid of us when we moved conferences, but it seems like we meet somehow, some way every year in some sport, and this year's baseball for the right to go to state.
Just always comes right back around. Anderson Sherm will step into the box here, and he will be your batter for Pella to start the top of the third inning. Cole Blackford's first pitch on the mound is fouled back for a Cirques Financial foul ball. Quickly, no balls and one strike.
Sherm 1 for 1 on the night, singled and scored a run back in that first inning.
By the looks of the first inning, it looked like everybody was going to be everywhere. We're going to have 15 hits apiece tonight, but both teams kind of calmed down there in the second inning, and maybe that's just part of it. You know, you're getting going. This is a Grinnell team with just two seniors. Pella doesn't have any, so, you know, it's just kind of one of those things for the Dutch, but they've been in these positions before, as that pitch is low for 2 balls and 1 strike. But overall, this has got to be one of the youngest district finals all across the state combined. 2-1 pitch, skied up in the infield. Blackford gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 1.
Again, a little taste of the own medicine, just like Hoekstra does. Blackford that time pitched tailed into that right-handed hitter, jammed him, hit it right above the hands, popped it up for an easy catch for the Tigers in the first out.
Isaiah Kettler will line up in the box here.
Kettler walked and scored a run his first time up.
1 out, nobody on. Blackford goes top corner and misses the strike zone.
I would imagine we're going to see that he will not have much in the zone. I'm pretty sure Coach Stenberg and staff told the pitchers, do not give this guy anything to hit.
He pops this one high and up behind us.
And there was a pitch to hit. Just as I say that, and Kettler knew it. He kind of snapped his head like, I just missed it. That's a Cirques Financial foul ball for strike 1. Again, he hits .515 on the season.
1 ball, 1 strike. The breaking ball breaks too much and drops too low. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Obviously, signs aren't really that used here as you got the pitch comms. 2-1 pitch. That one is cracked to left field on a line, and that's going to roll all the way out to the left fielder. And Kettler is on with a single. Such power. I tell you what, he's gonna do a lot of stuff here for the Dutch in the next couple seasons, as he is on to first base.
Yep, Kettler just a junior. Brings up third baseman Nathan Carey, hit by a pitch. Or check that, struck out his first time up 0 for 1.
They try to get the runner back on first base, and that one gets away from Kaufman. Kettler's going to go all the way to second base, and a costly error by Grinnell puts Kettler in scoring position.
We talked about at the start of the game, Blake. You never know the smallest, tiniest thing can come back to bite you. We'll see if the Tigers can overcome this and get out of it. But obviously, as you said, you want to limit those mistakes, especially in a game like this.
1 out, runner up on second. That one is sent to center field. Carson Penich running underneath of it. Nope, it'll go to the right fielder. That's caught. Runner will tag up to third. Play at third base is in time, as it's a safe play by Kettler with 2 outs. Good base running by Kettler. Gets all the way from second to third with 2 outs down on the sacrifice.
Good throw by Derek, right
Really
on line. Looked for a second like the ball was going to beat him there, but then it hit that turf and dirt, just really died, lost a lot of momentum. So runner at third with 2 outs, and now Lake Kalman steps in.
Kalman, first pitch to him. That one is grounded short. This is going to be a tough play. Caught on the hop. Throw across the first base. It's caught in time by Brady Kaufman, and 1 runner is left on base. Nicely done by Grinnell to get away without minimal damage at all. 2-1 is your score. We're headed to the bottom of the third. Pella leads Grinnell. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Bottom of the third inning we go here at Fowler Field. Tigers top of the order, Brady Kaufman, Cole Blackford, and Carson Penich. Tigers trail 2-1. On our high school radio broadcast on the Tiger Sports Network. Winner moves on to the state tournament in Cedar Rapids next week. Tigers, as Blake said at the top of the broadcast, trying to get there in 51 years, 1973.
Brady Kaufman will step into the box here.
Kaufman singled and scored his first time up.
First pitch to him, and he tries to lay the bunt. You surprised with that?
Not really. You can always show it. You know, you don't know what's going on through Coach Timber's mind. I mean, I'm a basketball coach, but gives Pella something to think about, that they take one of the better hitters with some power and say, no, we're going to bunt. We're going to do whatever it takes to win this.
0-1 pitch to Kaufman. Outside corner catches it. Kaufman quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes here as that bunt attempt fouled back into the net. All right, 0-2 pitch here upcoming for Hoekstra. He's really dialed in here. Kaufman gives it a ride, shallow left field, and the second baseman calls the shortstop calls the third baseman off, and it's caught for out number 1.
Again, sound like a broken record, but another pitch that tailed in. Kaufman hit that just above his hands again. Did a nice job of kind of golf swinging down to go get that one. I think he was trying to just foul it off maybe, but he put it in play. Unfortunately for the Tigers, led to a pop out.
1 out, nobody on. Cole Blackford in the box, and he'll pop this up in the infield. First baseman gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here by the Grinnell offense in the 1-2 position. And now Carson Penich will step back up with 2 outs and nobody on.
Ball slid down to that first baseman's glove. Didn't use 2 hands, but he hung on to it, but almost snow coned, but nonetheless gets it for the second out. Carson steps in, singled him, stranded at second his first time up.
Penich, first pitch is outside for ball 1. Again, he's got power. We know that for Carson. 355 hitter, 1-0 pitch to him. And Carson pops this thing up, but it's back behind for a foul. Just late. I mean, just late on a couple of these. 1-1 by Hoekstra. Drops in. Carson had to get out of the way. The crowd does not like it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hoekstra, 1-2 pitch. Penich gets past the third baseman. I think it went right through his glove, and Penich is on as an error, third error of the night for the Pella Dutch. And I mean, I hate to say it, that really wasn't even the third baseman's fault. It just went right through his glove. He even looked at it right after it went through.
Well, they called third base the hot corner, and that ball was really coming at him pretty fast, and he got his glove up. And again, we couldn't tell if it went through the glove or tipped off it, but nonetheless, Carson on first.
That's Nathan Carey still looking at his glove. I don't know what happened. Doty gives this thing a ride or a shallow right field. The right fielder gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 3. One left on, but nobody scores. And we will see you in the top of the 4th. Pella leads over Grinnell 2-1.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Top of the 4th inning, we go here at Fowler Field. Inning is brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Tegan Hoster, the Dutch pitcher, steps in to face Cole Blackford, takes the first pitch outside for ball 1.
Hoekstra had that big hit that scored 2 runs. He's got 2 RBIs tonight. As that one bounces back on the dirt, goes right back to the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Or right back to the net, excuse me. Hoekstra's really starting to figure things out on the pitching side as well. Grinnell trails 2-1 here in the top of the 4th. Hoekstra pops it up infield once again, and Cole Blackford gets underneath of it in for out number 1. And Dave just said it here sitting next to us. It's the night of the infield fly because there's a couple guys that can get it out, but a lot of pop-ups here in the infield. And Jablonski will step up to bat here for the Dutch with 1 out.
Jablonski struck out 0 for 1 on the night so far. He's struck out the first time up.
First pitch to Jablonski is up and away outside for ball 1. Blackford getting coaching from the dugout there. Almost physical coaching there. 1-0 pitch in there for strike 1. I think he did what one of the coaches was saying over there, kind of making a motion with his kick foot. Cole tried it, and he throws a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Blackford up against Jablonski. Pitches on the way. And it drops in for strike 2. He's already got a couple Michelle Dance Academy strikeouts so far.
Like in most sports, pitching is such a mechanics-based thing. Sometimes one little off on your mechanics can throw you off. They made an adjustment. So far, thrown 2 strikes from Cole.
1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Runner will take off to first. It won't matter. They'll throw on to first. And he dropped the ball. And Pella gets on to first base.
Just try to be careful that time, and the throw a little too cautious, bounced, and Kaufman couldn't come up with it, so Pella has a runner at first in the former Lucas Jablonski.
It was a strikeout by Grinnell, and Harsheim, the catcher, just threw way too weak of a ball, and they're going to balk. Grinnell just balked. So now the runner advances to second with just 1 out. Grinnell had the strikeout, and Harsheim just threw it way too weak to Brady. Brady couldn't get to it, and then Cole just balked. So now the runner's on second with just 1 out, and this is Nathan Vanderloon up to bat. And that misses for ball 1, and then, Chris, in games like this, you just can't do that.
Well, we talked about it, too. You know you're going to have some adversity throughout the game, so how do you handle it? What do you do with it? Error by Harsheim, then an error by Blackford on the balk.
That one grounded right back to Blackford. They've got a runoff here with the runner on third, and they get the runner going from second to third. So they get the lead runner as Blackford just chased him down and caught him in the middle of the base pass. It does put Vanderloon on first base, but it's an out nonetheless.
Yeah, reaches on the fielder's choice, but that's a great play by Blackford. The ball led him towards that side. The runner had a big break towards third. It was really stuck, and Blackford just chased him down.
First pitch by Blackford with 2 outs against Landon Bethards misses. If anything, if Cole can get out of this inning, that out was for him because of that balk. I know obviously it wasn't an intentional balk by any means. So I know he's glad to at least get the lead runner. So a runner on first here.
Cole asks for a new baseball. He gets one from his catcher, from the umpire.
Second pitch just misses outside. And it's 2 balls and no strikes as Cole's trying to get confidence back up here.
Landon Beathard, the shortstop for the Dutch, is up 0 for 1 on the night, struck out his first time up.
They throw back to first and safe. Grinnell has made their fair share of mistakes here in the infield tonight. Just got to stay patient. They'll throw back to Kaufman, once again trying to get the runner at first. He's not going to move. Safe again. 2 balls and no strikes here in the top of the 4th inning. Breaking ball. Just not enough break on it. 3 balls and no strikes here up against Landon Beathards. We'll see if he's one that gets the green light or if he will stay patient here. And wait, 3-0 pitch. And that's right down Main Street for Cole Blackford.
You do not want to walk any time, but especially the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Cole just has to throw to him.
3-1 pitch. And that was a strike earlier tonight. It's a ball there, and it's a walk for the Dutch. And runners on first and second with 2 outs, and it brings up Samuel Carlson here at the top of the order. Pella taking advantage of the mistakes here. You got to give credit to the Dutch. I mean, they're a really well-coached team. They've been here before. They've been to the state tournament several times in the last couple of years. Got Grinnell's number, and they're trying to do it again tonight. 2 outs and a runner on first and second here. Samuel Carlson in the box here for the Dutch. First pitch to him. That one is grounded. And
called in
another balk. A balk by Cole Blackford, and just like that, runners will advance to second and third. There's no pitch, as that was a balk beforehand. And now one of Grinnell's coaches will go out, and I think
he's going to talk to his pitcher, Cole Blackford. I think
they're going to have a chat with Cole Blackford here on the mound. Yeah, we'll see if we got any updates on scores. It's Cross 7:48 here local time, so we'll take a look. Scores right now: Harlan leads Lewis Central 3-0. If you're a 4A guy, Iowa City High leads Iowa City West 3-0. Kennedy over North Scott 4-1, and Algona leads North Polk 3-0. Oh wow, that'd be a big upset.
That'd be 2 wins.
Yeah.
2 big wins for Algona.
Yeah, so Algona really going on a run here. A couple other 3A games. Central DeWitt facing Assumption, Western Dubuque, Center Point Urbana. How about Clear Creek Urbana? Upset Solon. They're playing Wahlert Catholic. And Gilbert, the 9-win Gilbert team, is playing Merriam, but we have no score updates for them. That would be upset of the decade so far. That would be insane, as Gilbert is 9-22 and Marion is like 30-5. Runners on second and third here. Carlson cracks that one. Caught by the shortstop. Throw across to first. It's in time for out number 3. What a job by the shortstop.
Brooks Vosberg.
Unbelievable play, and Grinnell gets out of it. Mistakes and all, it's still 2-1 is your score. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th. Pella leads Grinnell 2-1. We'll be right back.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Back here at the bottom of the 4th inning, our inning is brought to us by Brett Nichols State Farm Insurance. Tigers will send Quentin Niffen, Brooks Vosberg, and Josh Ringler to the plate to face Tegan Hoekstra, the Dutch ace.
And that one is sent to left field. That's going to get down. Quinn Niffen will stay at first base, and it's a single to start the bottom of the fourth here for Grinnell.
Blake, we talked about on the break, that great play by Vosberg. First of all, make an asterisk, put a note by that one if Tigers somehow can come back in this. But sometimes that does more than just make a good play and save the inning. It also gets the team energized. Right away, Niffen jumps on that first pitch by Hoekstra, lines into left field. Tigers getting busy here in this bottom of the fourth inning.
It was a heck of a play because not only was the second base runner running in his base path, but a catch and a go. Here's a bunt. Bunt is good. Down in front of the catcher. Throw on to first is in time, but it does advance the runner from first to second. And Brooks Vosberg does his job on his at-bat.
It's a cliche in sports. You hear coaches all the time, or sometimes even some players, just do your job, do your job. Bill Belichick for the Patriots, big on that, just do your job. Brooks coming off that great play, probably pumped up, gets the bunt sign, lays it down, executes it. Tigers have a runner in scoring position with one out.
Grinnell just trying to at least tie this thing here. Still trailing, 2-1 is your score. Here in this district final, winner is headed to the state championship next week in Cedar Rapids. First pitch to Josh Ringler, and he swings right through it for strike one. Hoekstra has pitched well. I mean, no surprise as their ace. He's doing a good job. The sophomore just continues to really get strikes down in the middle. Trying to keep that runner up on second here with one out. Another chance to sacrifice him over for Grinnell. 0-1 pitch. Ringler pops it up, back behind. You're going to have to see it. Catcher won't be caught.
Out of play for Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Just clears the face.
Out of my viewport, I was like, Judy, catch it up for me. I can't lean that far to look out, so it'll be no balls and 2 strikes here for Ringler. Already verbally committed as a freshman to Illinois State. I don't know what sport, but he's verbally committed. How about that? Still a long, successful high school career ahead of him. 0-2 pitch to Ringler, and he fouls it to right field for a Cirques Financial foul ball.
You're going to be talked about it here. You're in the hole 0-2. You got to protect the plate. So as a hitter, you're taught just, even if it's close, don't take a chance on the umpire. Swing it, foul it off, do what you got to do, get the bat on it, foul it off, and live to face another pitch.
It's like we talked about earlier, 4 straight freshmen to end the batting order in the 6 through 9 spot. 0-2 pitch. Ringler skies it infield once again. Second baseman gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 2. And up steps Easton Edelin with a runner on second.
Eden 0 for 1 of the night, strikeout. His first time up.
He is a .223 hitter for Grinnell this year. Infield is playing in here. Or excuse me, outfield's playing in a little bit as Edelin goes out and swings outside for strike one. Hoekstra just kind of settling in here, doing his work. Ever since that first inning, everybody's been quiet. Pella has definitely threatened. 0-1 pitch. They try to get the runner back at second, and it gets away. And off to third base.
Goes Niffen.
Goes Niffen. And with 2 outs, runners going to sit on third here for Grinnell. You know, in their warm-ups, they missed quite a few throws back to second and first. I just kind of noticed that. Couple high ones, I thought, well, you know, they're just kind of hanging out. But that time it catches them going there as the second baseman couldn't get to it. It's 0-1 here. And that one's a swing and a miss for Edelin.
We talked about how similar these two teams are. They're even playing the game the same. Both struggled the first inning, then have settled down. Now both pitchers have thrown the ball away trying to pick off a runner.
Edelin swings through and misses for strike 3, and Hoekstra just continues to do his job. 1 left on base. Nobody scores. We are headed to the top of the 5th. Pella leads Grinnell 2-1 is your score.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics. Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Top of the fourth inning we go. First pitch from Blackford to Anderson Sherm was fouled off for a Source Financial foul ball and strike one. Sherm comes in 1 for 2 on the night, singled and scored the first inning, flew out in the third.
This inning is brought to you by Brett Nichols State Farm. 2-1, Pella leads Grinnell. Only a couple innings away from sending a team to the state tournament as Sherm fouls that one down the left field line and quickly behind 0-2 in the count. This game has flown by, and except for a wild first inning, I mean, both teams have had chances, but can't seem to finish. 0-2 pitch upstairs. Sherm really almost went for it, but he pulled back last second.
Good discipline by Sherm to lay off that one. That was that breaking ball that started over the plate, tailed away.
1-2 pitch by Blackford. Sherm again almost goes. Did he go? No, he didn't. They checked the signal. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Catcher Harsheim asked for it, and the home plate umpire checked with his counterpart at first base and did not go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and a swing and a miss. A Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for Anderson Sherm, and Isaiah Kettler, who has been very good tonight, will step into the box.
Unofficially the 5th strikeout for Blackford on the night. And what else do you say about Kettler? Walked and scored and singled and stranded at third his prior 2 trips.
He's been so good tonight. First pitch to him is a breaking ball that doesn't break, and it goes way outside, and Kettler has to back out of the box before it hits him for ball 1. Blackford, 1-0 pitch. Drops in for strike 1. One. And misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Again, these type of players so tough to pitch against. Obviously, you want to keep it away from the wheelhouse, yet you want to try to nibble at the corner, see if you can get him to chase one.
2-1. And Kettler has to back out of the way and make it 3-1. Would have been on first base if he let it hit. 3-1 pitch in there for strike 2. And the count runs full. This would be a huge out for Blackford if he can get it. 3-2 pitch. Misses. And that's ball 4.
Tiger umpires below us disagree with that, but nonetheless, he's on with his second walk of the night. Again, considering the power the young man has, not a bad option if you are Cole Blackford and Coach Tony Stenberg.
Not at all. Nathan Carey step into the box here for the Dutch with a runner on first and 1 out.
Carey 0 for 2 on the night, struck out, flew out his prior 2 trips.
Seems like both teams are really good at getting that first out, but then it's just the next couple that really get them. First pitch to Carey. It's a breaking ball again that does not break. And that's upstairs for ball 1.
Seen that happen from time to time with Cole and his breaking ball. Sometimes it's in there good. Most of the time it's in there good. So the throw over is very close, but not in time.
Yeah, close. Nobody's been picked off tonight. Grinnell got a successful pickoff against Carlisle on Monday night. They try again. Not there. Count still 1-0.
Just as a point, there's only been 1 stolen base tonight. Kaufman stole one for Grinnell. Pella has yet to steal a base. And Coach Jablonski.
1-0 pitch. And Blackford just again slipping a little bit here. Upstairs, and it's 2-0. I have no idea if Grinnell has gone to warm anybody up in the bullpen, but
Dave Schaefer, our PA announcer, says Cole's at 75 pitches. They get 110. So at least at this time so far, going to stay with Blackford.
Again, they go back to first base, and just nothing there. They're looking for that quote-unquote, easy second out. 2 balls, no strikes, and 1 out, and a runner on first here. Nathan Carey in the box. Carey just barely gets out of the way. It's a 3-0, and Blackford just trying to settle down here and get control.
Coach Stenberg had already been out to talk to Blackford once. You get 2 more visits. On the third, you'd have to pull him.
3-0 pitch in there for strike 1. One thing about Pella, I mean, they'll crowd the plate. There's no doubt about that, and the strike zone is really kind of more in than anything, so really just got to do what you can. 3 balls and 1 strike here. Runner on first and 1 out, and a hard swing and a miss by Nathan Carey puts the count even at 3-2.
Nice pitch by Blackford, Blake. Took something off that fastball, had it upstairs right at the eye level, shoulder height, pulled the string a little bit. Carey out in front, swings and misses for strike 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Upstairs, runner takes off to second.
Doesn't matter, it's a walk.
Yep, was a walk anyway. Live ball, so got away from the second baseman, only rolls out to, and no matter on it. So 1 out and 2 on, and Lake Cowman will step up to bat.
Cowman, of course, hit by pitch and grounded out, so 0 for 1 on the night.
Pella's got some tall dudes, I can tell you that. Lengthy kids. There's something in the water. I don't know. It's that tulip water. Swinging a foul back into the net for Lake Cowman.
Search Financial Services foul ball for strike 1.
Just need 1 out here if you're Cole. Obviously could turn a double play, but be tough. No balls and 1 strike here with 1 out. 2 on for the Dutch. Cowman, gave it a ride to left field, but it's foul, and quickly behind 0-2.
Another Search Financial Services foul ball, and very good time here for Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. Well, any time is a good time if the opponent's batting for Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout, but Tiger just want to get that second out with Pella with runners at first and second.
No balls, 2 strikes here for Blackford. With a runner on first and second, Cowman in the box. Blackford's pitch, low in the dirt, good stop by Harsheim. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
We've talked about it before, the catchers on both sides with runners in scoring position. Any little bobble, any little misplay can result in an advanced base.
That one hung in the air, and it's fouled back behind us for another Search Financial foul ball.
I think that one might have fooled Cowman a bit.
Yeah.
It tailed up, and then it started breaking over the plate, so he quickly got the bat on, just got a piece of it to stay alive.
Still 1 out and still a runner on first and second for Pella. 1-2 pitch to Cowman. Outside corner, tried to frame it, no good. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the 5th. A game that, coming in, I mean, all even across the board. Statistics still the same. Both teams score about 6 runs a game, and they both give up 4 runs a game. Blackford will step off here.
Makes a motion for his catcher to come out, wants to make sure the signals are right. They're both taking a long look at Coach Stenberg.
Doesn't believe they can see what the calls are. So the sun is right in Cole's eyes, for what it's worth. Cole is not wearing sunglasses. So the sun is in his face, so a line drive back up the middle be a little dangerous, but count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. They break out of the huddle, and Blackford back on the mound here. 1 out, 2 on. 2-2. Pitch on the way. That one is sent to left field again and just foul. Cowman is flirting with blowing this game open. And the way that things have gone, I don't think Grinnell can give up another run.
Yeah, I mean, any run at this point by Pella is going to make it very difficult. Just the way this game is shaping up to be, Blake, as we said at the top, probably going to be a tight contest, a doozy, and so far it has been.
2 balls, 2 strikes on the way. That's a swing and a miss. Harsheim will catch it, and there's already a man on first base. And for Harsheim's sake, he's probably really happy that there's already a man on first after his blunder earlier, but makes up for it. Good stop there, and that's out for out number 2 on the strikeout. A Michelle Dance Academy strikeout, and Hoekstra, another guy you probably don't want to see up, is now up to bat.
Teagan 1 for 2 on the night.
Yep. He's the one that brought in the 2 runs. in this exact same spot, if I'm not mistaken, or he had runners on second and third. Runners on first and second here for Hoekstra. First pitch he sees. Boy, it was squared up well, but he was early, and he fouls it back into the dirt for strike one.
Blackford's pitch is the way he pitches as the ball tails in. You know, right-handed hitter, it tails away. Hoekstra bats left, so it tails towards him. Maybe we can get him to jam one and pop it up off the handle here.
Blackford looks back to second. 0-1 pitch. Beautiful breaking ball. Perfectly drops in, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Took something off that nice, big, slow breaking ball. All Hoekstra could do is watch it come in. Now setting up to try to shut the door on the Dutch here in the 5th inning.
He'll settle back in. Runners on first and second. No balls and 2 strikes here for your pitcher, Cole Blackford. Pitch on the way. Grounded to the second baseman. Dropped. Throws a first. Still got him. Nice heads-up play by the second baseman, Camden Harms, to still get the out. 2 left on for the Dutch, and nobody scores. We'll see in the bottom of the 5th. Pella leads Grinnell 2-1.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go. Pella leads Grinnell 2-1. Chris Jr. Blake Walker here with you. Class 3A, Substate 7, Substate Final winner of the state tournament next week. Our innings brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm. Tigers send the 9, 1, and 2 hitters, Eddie Harsheim, Brady Kaufman, and Cole Blackford, to the plate to face Hoekstra.
Eddie Harsheim up to bat. First pitch he sees is upstairs for ball 1. I guarantee you one thing that was said in the dugout, you got to swing the bat. These last 4 batters, besides Josh Ringler, just haven't been swinging the bat. As Harsheim does that time and fouls it back into the net for 1 ball and 1 strike, but just kind of been timid here up against the pitcher Hoekstra, who has really done a good job tonight.
That's a big, tall presence on the mound. He's throwing downhill, and as you said, you got to swing the bat to make contact.
1-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. Again, 4 freshmen here at the bottom of the order for Grinnell. So, welcome to postseason baseball, guys. 1-2 upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Nice discipline by Harsheim there. Laid off that pitch, thought about it, but then held the bat back.
Trying to settle in here. Count is even at 2-2. Pitch by Hoekstra. Foul back into the net. Stays alive in the at-bat.
Cirks Financial Services foul ball. And that's all you ask your hitters to do. Again, when they get with 2 strikes, you ask them to protect the plate, try to get the bat on anything close to foul it off, wait for the one you want.
2-2 by Hoekstra. That one is sent to left field. Left fielder's going to roam underneath of it and make the grab for out number 1. Good contact, though. Just not enough on it. Brady Kaufman will come up to bat with 1 out and nobody on.
Brady 1 for 2 on the night. Singled and scored and popped out his prior 2 trips.
Kind of struggled a little bit on Monday night. Hasn't been the best postseason for him, but trying to settle back in here. The junior trying to get Grinnell going here. First pitch to him. He gives it a ride to center field, and the center fielder will just roam back and make the grab for out number 2. And Grinnell just cannot seem to get the bats going.
Ball was well hit. He gave it a ride. Center fielder had to retreat a few steps, but again, pretty much right at him. And now we're up to Cole Blackford. The pitcher 0 for 2 on the night is Cole.
Grinnell's going to have to get stuff rolling because at this rate, if you go 3-3-3, you got 3 freshmen who would end the night out in the bottom of the 7th. So Grinnell's going to try to get some stuff moving here. First pitch to Cole Blackford, and Blackford gives it a ride to left field. Center fielder roaming back, and he will make the grab, and that is an easy inning for the Pella Dutch. We are headed to the top of the 6th. Pella leads 2-1 is your score. We'll be back. You're listening to the Tiger Sports Network.
Life at the Mayflower community can be anything and everything you want it to be. From their first-class facilities featuring traditional apartments, patio homes, and the newly added water tower apartments for independent living, to the healthcare services including assisted living, healthcare center or rehab, complemented with food service options, exercise areas, administrative and nursing staff support, and the beautiful campus scenery. Visit today or give us a call and you will find out quickly that the Mayflower community is a place to call home.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Back here to Fowler Field, top of the 6th inning we go. Our innings brought to us by Brett Nichols State Farm Insurance. Pella leads Grinnell 2-1. Dutch will send 7, 8, 9 hitters Lucas Yablonski, Nathan Vanderloon, and Landon Bethards to the plate to face the Tiger starter Cole Blackford.
So Jablonski will step into the box. And Pella, if everything goes right for them, just 2 more times up to bat for both teams. Grinnell running out of time, and like we've talked about all night, as that one's upstairs for ball 1, it just feels like if the Dutch get 1 more run, Grinnell is in trouble here, just by the way this one's gone. But Pella has played phenomenal tonight. 4 errors, though, by the Dutch, as that one swings and misses for strike 1, but that just hasn't mattered. Grinnell just cannot seem to hit the ball. They struggled hitting against Perry, just the 4-0 win, put up 4 against Carlisle. You just got to get a couple more runs here in the postseason if you want to win, and Grinnell's just been crawling here. Still a bit to go. 1 ball and 1 strike here for Blackford. That one is sent to left field, and that's going to get down for a hit for Lucas Jablonski.
Yep, Jablonski just took that pitch. Again, hit it right where Cole threw. Was tailing in on him. Got the bat out, knocked it into left field for a clean single. Kind of a cruel irony, Blake, because one of the strengths of the Tiger team this year when they went on their winning streak was their bats got going. And they've really been hitting the ball pretty well. So hopefully Tigers can get that righted here as we head towards the last couple innings of this one.
2-1 is your score. Bunt is laid, and it's a really good bunt. Third baseman on top of it, throw on to first, and it gets away. Kaufman could not see the sun, was in his eyes, and Pella will have runners on second and third with nobody out. Nope, they're going to try to go home as Pella had a bad run, or Grinnell had a bad throw, and Pella takes the 3-1 lead.
And we talked about it, every mistake at this level is magnified, and still a lot of baseball left. Now Pella's going to have a courtesy runner. Right? No, they're going to have just take the gear off, and Dutch just get one as a gift from the Tigers.
Kaufman could not see. The sun was in his eyes despite the sunglasses, just did not see the ball thrown his way. And I didn't see the ball on the far side. I guess it was just a bad throw by Kaufman, but the man who came around to score for Pella, he was told to stop by the third base coach, but he just didn't. Here's another bunt laid down. It's missed by Kaufman. He'll just throw on to first in time for out number 1, but the Dutch advance the runner to third, and it could get ugly here in just a few moments for Grinnell as Pella leads 3-1 here and is close to making it 4-1.
Top of the order now, Samuel Carlson steps in. 0 for 3 on the night is Carlson. Getting some signs from his coach, Jesse Yablonski.
Mistakes have just haunted Grinnell tonight. They were saved earlier, but boy, just not doing great here. Top of the 6th, trying to get control. Cole Blackford throws a strike.
Tiger infield is in, obviously, with a runner at third and less than 2 outs, so you bring your infield in. They're right on the edge of the grass.
No balls and 1 strike, 1 out here. Blackford's 0-1 pitch is on the way. That one's low for strike 2. Brady came in again looking for the bunt. to possibly bring the runner home from third. Grinnell looking for a big second out here and keep the damage to just 2, if possible. No balls, 2 strikes here up against Carlson. Pitch to him, and he swings and misses for strike 3. They'll throw on to first and take the out. And 2 outs down. Anderson Sherm will step up to bat. I believe he had a hit last time, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he struck out last time. He's 1 for 3. Singled and scored, flew out, struck out.
I'm remembering the single for the score. That's what I got. Runner on third, 2 outs. That one gets away from the catcher. Nope, it hit him. I thought maybe it got to the catcher, but Cole Blackford hit Sherm, and runners will go to the corners here.
And now guess who is up?
Yeah, it is their top hitter, Isaiah Kettler.
Courtesy runner at first. Owen Lettler running for Carlson at first, number 23. Coach Stenberg coming out now to talk to his troops as well. Obviously, pivotal moment in this ball game. Like Tigers down 3-1, runner at third base. There's 2 outs. Just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. You know, Pella's going to do some movement, probably send the runner to second. You would think you would just concede that, let him have the stolen base, keep that runner at third.
Well, and Pella's left 8 on base tonight. You know, they've had plenty of chances to really blow this thing open. Grinnell has just been hanging on. And it just feels like Pella, lucky if Grinnell can get out of this half inning with just 1 run scores. That's a win for the Tigers. But, man, it is just Pella has poured it on here, or continues to just kind of quote-unquote pour it on. And Grinnell just trying to get out of here and go to the bottom of the 6th and try to get the bats woken up, bats that have not been moving for Grinnell this evening. And you got your best hitter up, Isaiah Kettler, with runners at the corners, and Kettler has a chance to really blow this thing open and maybe slam the door on the Tigers here in the top of the 6th inning.
1 for 1 on the night, 2 walks and a single, and a run scored for Mr. Kettler.
2 outs, runners at the corners. First pitch by Blackford is in there for strike 1 on a breaking ball. Kettler will step back into the box here. 0-1 pitch. That one lined right back up the middle. Nobody's home, and 1 will score. It is an RBI single for Isaiah Kettler, and Pella's lead is 4-1.
Again, just such a good, solid overall player. Nice pitch by Cole that was down. Kettler actually bent down to kind of go get it, just drove it right back up the middle for the RBI single.
(4-1) is your lead for Pella, and Nathan Carey steps into the box with runners on first and second here.
Carey 0 for 2 on the night. Strikeout, pop out, and a walk.
Swing and a miss for Carey on strike 1. Changed the box score up a little bit. My dad, who's watching in San Antonio, gave me the game changer update for the box score and whatnot. So if you saw a couple changes, just trying to catch it up to game changer. 0-1 pitch outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. We are currently sitting at, obviously, 4-1 is the lead. 5 hits for Pella, 4 for Grinnell, 2 errors for Pella, and 3 for Grinnell. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way by Blackford. Breaking ball drops in for strike 2.
Interesting note there, 7 errors between the 2 teams in a state final or sub-state final game. It's just interesting.
Grinnell trying to get out of the half inning here. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on the way by Blackford, and that one is sent shallow right field. Kaufman roaming over and makes the grab for out number 3. But the damage has been done. Pella extends the lead. 4-1 is the score. Grinnell's got some work to do. We'll see in the bottom of the 6th. Pella leads 4-1.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go here at Fowler Field. Pella leads Grinnell 4-1. Christian Blake Walker with you on this Wednesday night. Tigers will send the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Carson Penich, Derek Doty, and Quentin Niffen to the plate. Carson Penich will lead it off. He is 2 for 2 on the night, 2 singles. Our innings brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance.
First pitch by Hoekstra, and Carson Penich goes out and swings for it and misses for strike one. The Dutch just 6 outs away from yet another state tournament appearance. A team that, when you look at it on paper, all juniors, as Penich goes out and swings wildly for strike 2, going after something that wasn't there. And a team of all juniors, the Dutch set themselves up well. If they go to the state tournament this year, boy, look out next year for the Dutch. 0-2 pitch to Carson. Upstairs for ball 1. Just hasn't been Grinnell's night. A lot of errors, infield, outfield. Just can't seem to get the bats going as Carson goes low and barely gets a piece of that one. Just looking for anything right now, and I think the pitcher knows he's got him right where he wants him, where he's chasing. 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul down the left field line, just foul.
Another Search Financial Services foul ball. Good job by Carson, protect that plate. As you said, a couple of wild swings, but at this point, again, your job is to protect the plate, foul the ball off, live to face another pitch.
1-2 pitch by Hoekstra. Upstairs, did he go? No, he didn't. And he almost did. 2 balls,
Pella
2
umpires
strikes.
thought he did. They did call down, but first base umpire said he did not go around.
2-2. And that one's in there for strike 3 for Hoekstra. Carson kind of had to back out of the way, but it's a strikeout nonetheless. Hoekstra's fired up on the mound for good reason. He has just pitched a phenomenal game. And Derek Doty will step up to bat here for Grinnell with 1 out and nobody on.
Derek 1 for 2 on the night, singled and flew out his prior 2 trips.
First pitch he sees is on the outside corner, but it is squared in for a strike. Good frame there. 0-1 pitch back to Derek. Inside and for strike 2. Grinnell has no answer for Tegan Hoekstra right now on the mound. He's just dialed in. 0-2 pitch to Derek Doty, and Doty reaches out for that one. That will get down for a hit. He had to reach for it. Unorthodox, if anything, but a hit's a hit. And Grinnell is on to first base.
Hey, you take him any way you can get him. Derek, more like you said, a defensive swing, kind of reached out, just put the bat on it, lofted over the first base in front of that right fielder, and drops it in for a single. Now the tying run for the Tigers. Or check that, not the tying run, but Quentin Niffen steps in.
I believe he had a hit last time. And now the umpire loves the outside corner as that one's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, Quentin 1 for 2 on the night, flew out and then singled his prior trips.
0-1 pitch to Niffen upstairs for ball 1.
Wind has died down. The flag in center field hanging straight down, so no wind to speak of here tonight in Grinnell.
1 out, 1 on. Hoekstra continues to check back to first. Niffen gets a late piece of that one and fouls his back for a Search Financial foul ball.
Again, another nice pitch by Hoekstra. That fastball tails in on the hitters. Breaks in a little bit higher up than they want to. Hit that one again just above the hands, but fouled it off.
Settles in back, 1-2 pitch. And Niffen gives it a ride to shallow right field. Right fielder roaming over. Not enough speed there, though, and it's another Search Financial foul ball.
Ends up landing out of play, so Niffen lives to fight another day. We've talked about it. He has 2 home runs on the year, does have the home run power. But at this point, you're just looking, if you're Niffen and the Tiger fans, just get on base, get that ball in play, and get it set up for your next hitter.
1-2 pitch, and just catches the inside corner as Niffen got out of the way, but it's just not enough, as that's another strikeout. I don't know about that zone, but Niffen turned back to the dugout and just kind of looked in shock, but strikeout's a strikeout, and that will bring up Brooks Vosberg with 2 outs and a runner on first. Vosberg, this is a short chopper to the second baseman, or shortstop. He'll make the grab for out number 3. We are headed to the top of the 7th. Pella leads Grinnell 4-1 is your score.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Back here to Fowler Field, top of the 7th inning. Changes on the side for the Grinnell Tigers. Brady Kaufman comes in to pitch for Grinnell. Cole Blackford moves from the mound to second base. And Pella coach also talked to the home plate umpire. Dutch will send the 5, 6, 7 hitters, Nathan Kalman, Tegan Hoekstra, and Lucas Jablonski, to face Brady Kaufman. In this top of the 7th inning, our innings brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance.
All right, we are set to go here, top of the 7th. Pella just 3 outs away from advancing to yet another state tournament. Couple more updates for you. End of the 4th inning, Harlan is giving it to Lewis Central. 10-0 is the score there. Iowa City High leads Iowa City West 3-0. Kennedy over North Scott 5-1. Marion defeats Gilbert 3-0, and Waukee defeats Sioux City North 1-0. Those are your scores right now across 3A and 4A, punching their tickets to the state tournament tonight.
Kalman steps up 0 for 2 on the night. He was hit by a pitch, struck out his prior 2 trips.
So Brady Kaufman onto the mound now with Kalman up to bat. First pitch by Kaufman is upstairs, and it catches the strike zone because of a swing and a miss. And Kalman down 0-1. Again, want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight, whether you're a Pella fan, Grinnell fan. Thanks for listening on our radio station or checking us out on YouTube. There's another swing and a miss for strike 3 for Kalman. Or strike 2, excuse me. Appreciate everyone for listening tonight. This is the end for Grinnell. You'll catch us right back here for the football season and the volleyball season. 0-2 pitch. That one is sent right to the second baseman and caught for out number 1.
Our website's tigerslsn.com. You can go there, check out our broadcast schedule, and have lots of exciting news and updates, so keep your eye on that website, tigerslsn.com. We'll have the fall broadcast schedule when it becomes available.
4 football games this season. Home football games, so a lot of fun to be had. Tegan Hoekstra lines that one right back up the middle, gets past Brady Kaufman, and that'll be down for a single for Hoekstra, who has had a really good night tonight. And another hit for the Dutch.
Second hit of the night for Hoekstra. Brings up first baseman Lucas Jablonski. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. Looks like number 19, Landon Plima, running for Hoekstra at first.
First pitch by Kaufman is in there for strike 1. Up against Jablonski. with 1 out and a runner on first. Grinnell can't think about the bottom of the 7th. They got to try to get out of here first without giving up much. 6 hits tonight for the Dutch, 5 for Grinnell. No balls, 1 strike upcoming here for Kaufman. Runner goes, and catcher can't get a good grab on it as runner takes off from first to second on a stolen base easily. So Pella obviously going to keep that pressure on. They want to get as far away as they can.
Yep, you always be aggressive, keep the pressure on Tigers. Now just need to focus on the batter, Yablonski.
1-1 is the count with 1 out and 1 on. That one's fouled back into the net. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Another Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Tigers will send the 7, 8, 9 hitters. The bottom of the 7th coming up. Unless, of course, Coach Stenberg does some pinch hitting.
1 out and the runner up on second. And that one catches the corner, and that is the Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for Brady Kaufman. And 2 outs down. Nathan Vanderloom will step up with a runner up on second base here for the Dutch.
Vanderloon 1 for 2 on the night. Popped out, reached on a fielder's choice, and singled and scored. His prior 3 trips.
Runner up on second. First pitch by Kaufman. Runner takes off to third. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Pella's got more stolen bases as that one safely slides in for third. 0-1 is the count. So 2 outs, runner on third. Swing and a miss. Foul tip back, actually, for strike 2.
Brady stands up nice and tall, just rears back and fires that fastball. Pretty good velocity on that pitch, as I understand it. And looking to get that Michelle's Dancing Academy strikeout to shut the door on the Dutch here in the top of the 7th.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. Brady does his job, and we will go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for Grinnell. 4-1, Pella leads. You're listening to the Tigers Sports Network.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell.
Bottom of the 7th, Tigers down to their last 3 outs. Josh Ringler, Easton Edlin, and Eddie Harsheim scheduled to bat for Grinnell. Ringler steps in to face Tegan Hoekstra, the Dutch sophomore left-hander,
who has just been on fire tonight. Ringler gives it a ride. Deep center field, and the center fielder gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 1. And the Pella Dutch fans can feel it. Closing in on another state tournament appearance. Just too many mistakes tonight for Grinnell. And the bats just never got going.
Kane Pavey now pinch hitting for Easton Edlin.
Edlin. Yep, so it says Edlin on our screen, but Kane Pavey is the one hitting. But just a tough one here tonight for Grinnell, and once again, just seems like the bug will get them here in the district championship game. Grinnell athletic team has not been to the state tournament in any sport since 2019. As umpire wants out of here. He'll call that one on the outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, I've officiated basketball, and you can listen back. I don't hardly ever say it, but that was outside.
0-1 pitch. Pavey swings through that one for strike 2. But it's been a while. Grinnell Athletics, no team in Grinnell Athletics has been to a state tournament since 2019. That was girls basketball. Baseball hasn't been to the state tournament since 1973. That one's way outside. Had to call it a ball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here for Kane Pavey in the box. Hoekstra, 1-2 pitch. Low, that was a strike earlier, but we'll take it. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, the famous player once said, it ain't over till it's over.
That one fouls back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
When you're in these situations, Blake, you don't worry about, you got to think, oh, we've got to get 3 runs. At this point, you're just trying to survive each pitch, each at bat, try to get the bat on the ball.
2-2. Outside, make it 3-2.
So good job by Pavey. Battle back. Wasn't the whole 0-2. And now battles back to get a full count.
3-2. And that one's low. And Kane can't believe it. He threw the bat, ready to walk on to first base, and he even that time made a, he was upset. He didn't like the call as that one was low. And that's a strikeout for Hoekstra. And we are down to our last batter, Eddie Harsheim. Send that one to right field. Foul down the right field line.
Surge Financial Services foul ball.
This place got real quiet.
Just takes one.
Yep. 0-1 pitch to Harsheim. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on here for Grinnell. 1-1 pitch. Harsheim gives it a ride. Left field. Left fielder roaming back. And he makes the grab. And the Pella Dutch are on to the state tournament once again. In Cedar Rapids, they defeat the Grinnell Tigers. 4-1 is your final score. And Grinnell once again comes up short in the district final as the Pella Dutch get past Grinnell and are off to the state tournament. 4-1 is your final score. Chris, it just came down to errors. Grinnell just made way too many mistakes. The bats never got going, and Pella took advantage from the start.
That one inning, Blake, when you think back when Pella got those 4 runs, or those 2 extra runs in that 6th inning, they made 2 errors on the same play. The throw over was low, which is an error, and got away. Then the throw back in from the, I don't know if it was Kaufman or the outfielder threw it back in. That got away and allowed that second run to score. So, again, in this situation, in any situation, you can't make those mistakes, but especially here at the state level. And Tigers have a fine season, but congratulations to the Dutch. They move on as they still have Grinnell's number in the postseason, winning 4-1 tonight.
Congratulations, Tegan Hoekstra. Pitched a heck of a game, goes a full game, only gives up 1 run, and it gives up 5 hits. A heck of a game for him. And Dutch will go to the postseason, probably a 5-6 seed, somewhere around there. Definitely won't be 7 or 8, but 5-6 seed. And they'll be a tricky team. I think they're going to be one to watch here as the state tournament gets going in Cedar Rapids next week. Marion looks like the team to beat. Chris, I want to thank a couple of our sponsors here as we wrap up our baseball season coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. Our sponsors this year, Polly's Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Latitude Signage and Design, Proline Building Company, Mayflower Community, Grinnell Booster Club, Dairy Barn. Our specialty sponsors are Innings by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance, Foul Balls by Cirques Financial Services, Strikeouts by Michelle's Dance Academy. When we do the video portion of it, we have our scoreboard sponsors, Kurt's Collision Center. Also on the video side of things, our business card sponsors, Turnkey Realty and Grinnell Firestone. And that'll wrap it up for our summer broadcast schedule.
Yeah.
Again, keep your eye on the website, tigerslsn.com. That'll give you the schedules when we get the football and volleyball schedules put together sometime probably the first or second week of August. Go to there, tigerslsn.com. You'll get all the input, and we'll get set up for the 24-25 school year.
Absolutely. It is a disappointing way to end the season for sure for Grinnell. A 4-1 loss to the Pella Dutch. You know, you come up short, and they've been, they've struggled here the last couple seasons just to get there, but I can tell you what, when they'll get there soon, it'll be one day soon in the near future, and we're going to forget about all this, and we're going to party when one time this baseball team will get to the state tournament. That drought will end. It is not tonight, though, but I know it's someday soon. Coach Stenberg, once again, cannot be too mad. Another great season, 27-12. Grinnell finishes it out. The Dutch advance on to the state tournament, 27-9 record for Pella. They'll go to Cedar Rapids next week. For Chris Juni, I'm Blake Walker. For Dan Walker over in San Antonio enjoying vacation, we thank you so much for listening and watching all season long on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network and the Tiger Sports Network. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Grinnell drops to your district final to Pella. 4-1. The season comes to an end. We will see everyone in the football and volleyball season. For now, thank you, everyone, for listening, and go Tigers.